Hey, welcome back to SK Lifestyle. I have something new that I'm going to do today, and this is going to be a review on my top 10 cars that I would buy this year if I could for under $60,000. Yes, that's right. I love cars, and I hope you guys do too. And if you're interested to know what I would buy for that kind of money this year, then check this out. So first up on the list is a car that I knew was going right on the list soon as I came up with this idea, and that was the Hyundai Genesis G80 Sport. This car is it's just fantastic. I love the way it looks, everything about it. $45,000, 365 horsepower. Yeah, you got that right. All-wheel drive. That's going to be a big theme for this thing. I love all-wheel drive. 4.9 0 to 60. I mean, you can't be mad at that whatsoever. And as far as fuel mileage is concerned, 17 miles in the city, 25 highway. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Now, let's really get into this. So, this thing doesn't just look good for a Hyundai, it looks good. I mean, look at this thing. The front end, the back end, there's no side to this car that looks bad. And I went and saw it in person at the dealership. The name Hyundai just escapes your mind when you see this car, right? And like I said, all-wheel drive is going to be a theme. So yes, I would get the all-wheel drive version, and I do think it's worth the extra few bucks. Well, I think it's more than a few bucks, few $1,000s to go to the twin turbo version. But that front grille and the blacked out trim, and if you don't know, the G80 Sport gets like a little copper accent in the front grille right there. That just does it for me. So again, as soon as I knew I was doing this video, I knew the G80 Sport was going in there, and hopefully you guys like this car. If not, tell me why, and if you do, tell me why down below. SK Lifestyle. Let's get into the next one. So next up, it's Porsche. That's right, but it's not the Porsche you're thinking. It's a Porsche Macan. That's right, 2018, and well, you can spec them out crazy. We're looking at the base one around $50,000, right? 340 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and 5.10 to 60. 17 miles in the city, 23 miles on the highway, and it's just a great SUV, compact SUV. And with that said, let's take a deeper look right into this Porsche Macan. This Macan, it's new, it's smaller, certainly than the Cayenne, and it's a sports car turned into an SUV. I love it. You know, if you want a car that can go fast but you kind of want some of the perks that an SUV has, this is more than a safe bet. It's a great choice. It's a Porsche. Again, who doesn't want a Porsche? I know I want one. And as far as Macan, I have no idea what that means. If you guys know what Macan means, where it derived from, if it's some city in Germany somewhere or something, leave it down below. Let me know. Of course I could Google it, but I'm too lazy. I just like the name, and I like the car even more. Now, my one complaint is I see them all the time, and they're all black. You know, you can spec it out any kind of way you want. I would definitely spec in some new paint. That's why I threw up the blue. Guys, if you're going to get a Macan, pick a different color. Even the white is classy, it's sharp, you don't see them as much. I like it in black, don't get me wrong, I love black cars, but the fact that I see 9 out of 10 Macans that I see are black, alright, enough with the rant. But the car is great, there's a lot of speed and power to it. Of course you can get the S, you can get the GTS, of course I would want those over this, but again, I was trying to stay at that $60,000 mark, and again, I did say 50 grand for this Macan. But again, you're gonna spec it out. You're gonna want a few options. You're gonna want certain tech packages and this and that, maybe an exhaust feature or whatever it is. So, you know, I left a little room to move with that kind of thing. But that said, I really like this car, this SUV. And if you got 60 grand to throw around and you kind of want something a little higher off the ground and that sort of thing, I think the Macan is the choice. I'm not even going to ask for your comments down below because I already know what the deal is. It's the Macan all day, right? Yeah, now on to the next one. Alright, so you guys may not be too surprised about this pick, but I tell you, it's really worth the list. It's the 2018 Nissan Pathfinder SV. Alright, we're looking at about $39,000 for 280 horsepower all-wheel drive. There it is, guys. Now 7.40 to 60, this isn't meant to be a speed demon, but it is fast, I'll tell you. It gets up and goes. And we're looking at 19 in the city, 26 on the highway. It's really not bad at all, and matter of fact, it's really great. Let's really check this thing out. Alright, so truth be told, I might be a little biased. I do own the car, although I do own the S version. And notice I said the SV. If I had just $60,000 budget and I wanted a great SUV, it would be the SV. And there's just so much good about this car. 6,000 pounds towing capacity. Inside, it feels very Infiniti-like, but you're not paying that huge Infiniti price tag. It's very capable on the road. It is very comfortable to be in. And if you're looking for a big car to cart around a lot of people, that has a lot of space for, you know, all your activities, this and that, you can tow some toys with it, this would definitely be the SUV to go with. Again, I love the interior. I love the exterior look. It's just, it really makes you feel good going down the road. And I can't say enough about it. So maybe you disagree. You probably won't, especially if you've driven it. But let me know down below. Make sure you're subscribing to SK Lifestyle. Support the page, support the channel, all that. Hit that bell button as well. Make sure that when my videos come out, you know about it. And with that said, we're going on to the next car, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it. Like I said, next up on the list is something that I know you guys are gonna like. I know I love it. It's the Mercedes-Benz E300. Now we're pushing the top limit of what I said for $60,000. The E300 is probably going to come in right about $58,000 the way I would have it spec'd out. And we're looking at 329 horsepower. What do you guys think? All-wheel drive. Yes, that's right. I'm sorry. I want it. I need it. I'm a New England guy. I want all-wheel drive so I can rip it around any time of year. 7.40 to 60. It's not the quickest sedan you'll ever find, especially for a Mercedes. You know, the AMGs, those are rocket ships. But it is really fast and it is really refined. And 20 miles in the city, 25 on the highway. And that said, let's break it down a little further for you guys. So first off, it's a Benz, guys. It's a Benz. Of course I want it. You know what I mean? That said, I am really impressed. Mercedes-Benz's style, especially as of late, is really departing from the other German brands. Through their lineup, they change it up, they switch it up, and the E300 is no different. It has its own look, it has its own style, and it is just, ooh, it is sexy, guys. It's sexy. And you know, I had to pick the all black because, I mean, come on, it's a Benz. That's how you're supposed to get them, right? I don't know. That's what I think. Anyway, but of course the S is the flagship. I really like the S450. You know what I mean? That's really a good car to have, I won't lie. But again, $60,000 is what I'm trying to stick to, and I think for 60 grand you can come just under that and pull off a very nice, beautiful machine. Inside and out, this thing is just great looking, and there's a lot to back it up. That Mercedes performance, that driving, that feel, all of it. I mean, can you really go wrong? Again, like I said, it's a Benz. Who wouldn't want it? Tell me, do you not want it? I mean, leave your comment down below, but I'm not even sure I believe you if you say that. Okay, so again, I might be a little biased. I love Hondas, but here it is. The 2018 Honda Accord Sport 2.0 Turbo. Alright? For $36,000, you guys can get 284 horsepower. Of course, this is front wheel drive, but I'll take it. It's a Honda. 5.70 to 60. Yeah, 5.7. You got that right. And 22 in the city, 32 in the highway. I mean, can you really be mad? No, it's a Honda. So let's check it out. Yeah, this car looks amazing. Until you get to the back. Yeah, everybody knows it. That's the first thing I said. When I went to the dealership, I won't lie, I liked it a lot more when I saw it in person. Because even at the beginning, I wasn't even sure about the front so much. But the car definitely grew on me very quick. But that backside, man, those lobster claws. I've seen a couple Civics that I honestly think their back taillights are even better than the Accord. That should never be the case. And that said, the rest of the car is great. I do miss the death of the V6 Honda VTEC is just, it's a knife right here. But at the same time, what they're replacing it with is a huge jump. And to give it the Type R engine, which finally we got a Type R, but enough said about that. But to give it the lightly tuned down Type R engine, that's the way to go. If you're gonna put a nail in the coffin of the V6, bump up the horsepower, bump up the speed, and you see it. 5.70 to 60, tons of torque, tons of speed. This thing is a go. So I'm definitely happy with it. And all things aside, other than that, it's Honda, man. You're getting that reliability. You're getting all that ease of use, comfortability, a lot of tech in there. The Honda sensing. I'm really a fan of the driver assistance tech in cars, so that's a great thing. So I know this isn't, 60 grand, SK, what are you doing? I could get a Tesla or this and that. Yes, you could do all those things. But I'm not just looking for the most expensive car in every segment. I kind of wanted to go through a few different genres. And for a normal family sedan that you can get, I think it would have to be this Accord, especially what they've done with it. I'll live with the back taillights. I'm sure it'll grow on me a bit. Tell me what you guys think down below. With that said, we're jumping right into the next one. Let's check it out. So we're going to switch it up a little bit on this next one. And as you can see, we're looking at the 2018 Ford F-150 Raptor. That's right. I like trucks too. And for $60,000, 450 horsepower and 4x4 power, not all-wheel drive. We got 4x4 here. 5.0 0 to 60. So hold on. It was 5.1 for the Macan, which I love. I'd still take it over the Ford Raptor. But 5.0 0 to 60 for a truck? That's crazy. And 15 in the city, 18 in the highway. In case you're concerned, I'm sure probably nobody is. And honestly, I don't know a ton about trucks, but I know that this is more truck than I could probably handle off-road, but that's what I would want. Basically, I feel like within months, I'd be ready to go, want to go race in the Baja or something like that. I mean, this truck is just, it's legitimate. It's the truck. I mean, look at this thing just rip up. And it's called a Raptor. I mean, what other cooler name can you have than that, right? I mean, it's just American made, huge truck that you can just demolish anything with. I mean, needless to say, who wouldn't want a Raptor? And I'm just thinking, and the other thing is, $60,000, that's really not a lot of money in the truck world. So the fact that you could pull off one of these really cool trucks like this, and anybody that's been in an F-150, I mean, they're real nice. They're roomy. They got lots of features. And to know that it's capable like this thing is, I just said, if I'm going to put a truck out there, man, it has to be this thing for 2018. I mean, what do you guys think? Maybe you're into trucks more than I am. Leave it down below. Let me know what's better than this for 60 grand. Or you know what I mean? Or did I make the right choice? Tell me. Hit that subscribe button. Like, share. Hit that notification, support SK Lifestyle. When that said, we're going on to the next one. Next up on the list is an Infiniti Q50 Red Sport 400. And this thing's gonna clock in right about $54,000 the way it should be spec'd. You're looking at 400 horsepower, of course, all-wheel drive, and 4.50 to 60. That's more than respectable. That's right in a good sweet spot right there. And 20 in the city, 26 on the highway. Little background, I rented a Q50, just the regular, when I was out in Vegas, and as soon as I walked up to the thing, I thought it just looked real elegant, real sporty. I sat in it, I closed the door, and it was just one of them cars that I instantly felt like, yeah, I could see myself running to the dealership and buying one of these. And the car just drove phenomenal. It was real sporty. It felt real good. Now, some of the Infiniti tech and stuff, I kind of like it. Now, again, you hear me with my Pathfinder. I love the way it mirrors Infiniti. But I think Infiniti could step it up just a teeny bit more in their whole tech area and the way the infotainment is and stuff. But like you hear a lot of car guys say, if the car drives great, you're not going to mind all that other stuff. And it's not like it's terrible. So, that said, if you had 60 grand, I would definitely step up to the 400 Red Sport. My only other complaint is, if you call it a Red Sport, You know, where's the red interior? Where's the red leather, the red stitching or something? Like, there should be some red in there. Red gauges, come on, like, liven it up, Infiniti. You know, I threw up the red Infiniti because they do red so well. I mean, I would love to have like an all blacked out Infiniti or the silver or whatever and have like nice red interior. I mean, it would just look boss. And then the way it rides, ah, man, I just can't say enough about that. All right, so clocking in right at that 60K mark is gonna be the 2018 Porsche Boxster 718. Now, this is about 300 horsepower. Of course, this is rear wheel drive, but I'll take it. It's a Porsche. I'm not complaining. 4.30 to 60. Yeah, that's perfect for me. And 21 in the city, 28 in the highway. I don't care what it was. It's a Porsche, baby. And I love Porsches. If you're going to go with $60,000, I think you might as well get the most you can out of it. And with that said, you might as well be able to put the top down and hear the engine more, especially because they went to a 4-banger. Ooh, I mean, if the Honda killed me with going from the V6 to the 4, the Porsche is just burying me alive. I mean, yes, it's quicker, it's better on fuel economy, all this and that. I'm sure there's more, you know, torque and this and that, but I mean, guys, that V6 was something to just behold, and that sound was just beautiful. And to kill that off, it's not really something Porsche usually does. I mean, they're usually on point. And if you see the car, I mean, the car, it just gets better and better every year. I mean, I really like the drop top. It's beautiful. I love the little tangerine orange or whatever they call their Porsche specced out color. But I mean, I'm sure I'd get in the car and I would friggin' love it. And it's on my list, so I would buy it for under 60K, yes. I would definitely get it. And I'm sure, you know, you can get a different exhaust, and I'm sure even if I didn't, it would just kind of wash right over me because I'd be lavishing in my beautiful Porsche every day. But it does kill me that they just killed off that sound like that. And I'm sure, yeah, like we said, Porsche, you can check a few boxes, get your little exhaust button and this and that, but I mean, to me, it kind of sounds like a souped up Civic with like a really nice exhaust system. I really like Boxsters. I love Caymans. I love a Porsche. And this is in no particular order, so this Porsche very well could be right at the top of the list. But I have to gripe about it because nothing's perfect. And what do you guys think about it? Leave those comments. Let me know. SK Lifestyle wrapping up the top 3. That was the last third. Now into the second and then the last one. And I think you guys are going to like them. So let's check them out. Alright, so next up on the list, Mercedes-Benz GLA 450 AMG. Yeah, $60,000. Who cares? 375 horsepower, 4 seconds, 0 to 60. Ooh, yeah, I'm loving it. And 21 in the city, 28 in the highway. It could be 2 miles. I don't care. This thing is just sick. Now, for $60,000, no, you're not going to get it fully optioned out the way you see here with the wing and a couple other things. And honestly, I think the wing may help it out and so forth, but I don't even mind if it's not on there. But have you heard this thing? Please go hear this thing. Crackles, pops, growls, grunts, gurgles, whatever adjective you want to throw. I mean, this thing just sounds like heaven. And can Porsche please take some cues here? I mean, please. Now, this is an AMG through and through, for real, guys. And again, maybe not fully optioned out, but it's definitely coming with a lot of goodies. And this is a sleeper too. So, especially if you don't have the wing on there and so forth, people are going to turn their heads as soon as you leave that light. I mean, they're going to hear it pop, crackle, and wonder what the hell is going on. And like I said before, guys, it's a Benz. Who wouldn't want it? Who wouldn't want it? I mean, GLA, yeah, give it to me. And with that said, we're on to the final countdown. The last one, here it is, coming up right now. SK Lifestyle, be sure to subscribe. Last up, and certainly not least, is the Ford Mustang GT350R. Yes, clips right over $60,000, but hey, I had to break the bank. I'd even bust out a few valuables and pawn them just to chip in to get this thing. I mean, 568 horsepower, 4.3, 0 to 60, 14 in the city, 21 in the highway, doesn't even matter. This is American muscle, and a lot of it. It is just a beautiful thing at that. What do you guys think? Oh, I think you think the same. I bet you do. The past few years, American auto manufacturers have been doing an awesome job with the classic muscle cars. They have just been doing a great blend of making it look the way it used to and bringing a lot of modern look into it at the same time. Of course, modern features and so forth, but it's just a perfect blend to me. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I think it is just, they're just doing a fabulous job. And this Mustang is no exception. And beyond having a bunch of ponies, that flat plane crank V8 just sounds phenomenal. I mean, yes, the regular V8 is always nice, but this thing just screams. And I think as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh my God, yeah, sign me, where's the dotted line? Like, whatever I gotta do. That's how it makes you feel. And if I'd be nervous I had a free 60 grand right now, because it might be parked in the garage and maybe a new daily SK lifestyle kind of vlog thing if I could get my hands on one. I mean, this thing is just nice. And oh man, what to say about this thing? I mean, I'm proud to be an American, and I'd be proud to park this American car in my garage. And it's just such an American beauty, and long live the muscle car. I mean, I don't know what else to say. If you guys don't agree with me, then maybe just unsubscribe, because this thing is just phenomenal. It's just a beast. And I would love to take it out on the track and see what it could really do. If you're a car person, I'm sure you feel the same way. Even if you didn't want one in your garage, tell me you don't want to get behind the wheel of this thing and just hear it friggin' go roar. I know I do. And with that said, it's going to conclude my first car review of the top 10 cars that I would buy this year under 60 grand, obtainable cars that you could buy and any person could really get their hands on. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this segment. There will be certainly many more, a bunch of different topics to come on different kind of cars, super cars, this, that, and the third, other thing, whatever you want to say. It's all coming. I love cars, so I had to put it out there. Of course, all my normal action sports and stuff is still going to be coming onto the channel. I'm going to be doing my SK lifestyle hacks a lot, so stay tuned to those. Like I said, hit that bell. Make sure you get tuned in to when I release my new videos. The content's just going to keep coming out. I hope you guys support SK Lifestyle. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Leave your comments on this and everything else down below, and I will sure to get back to you guys. And I appreciate all the support. And that said, SK Lifestyle, always doing something crazy, always doing something new. And with that said, I'm out.